Hello, guys. Welcome to the Unshaken Girl podcast. My name is John, and on today's episode, we're going to talk about sin. I want to start by the devil isn't your friend. Whether you're born again or you're not born again, let me tell you, the devil has no friend. Eventually, he will catch up with you. I always say that sin will always catch up with you. It doesn't matter for how long you indulge yourself in sin. It doesn't matter for how long you hide yourself in sin, but eventually it will come to into light. And when you get exposed, you're exposed by the devil. The devil ain't friends to his people, nor is he friend to the people of God. He hates even the righteous and even his own people. What the devil does is only to deceive us and to distract us. He knows everyone's purpose, calling that God has for us. He understands what God has for you. And so what the devil does, he comes to deceive you. He comes to distract you from getting towards your purpose, from becoming the person that God has called you to be, because the word of God says, before I formed you in your mother's womb, I knew you, I predestined you, I called you. And when you don't have this revelation that God knew you in the beginning, even before the world started, and he also has plans for you, it puts you in a position to be vulnerable to the devil, and it becomes so easier for the devil to attack you. You get it? And when the devil attacks you, he brings lie, or he comes to deceive you in the aspect of you can gossip small and nothing is going to happen. You can fornicate small. After all, everybody is doing it, even in the church, even he will come with so much deception because he wants to trap your mind. He wants to make you a slave. You get? He wants you to fall to the trap of the order of the day. I'm going to do this because everyone is doing it. And then he puts you in a position that you fail to understand that salvation is a personal decision and it's a personal walk with God. For you to be connected with God, you must be having a personal relationship. Are we together? And so he comes to deceive you and to tell you this is the right thing. And he comes and tell you when you do a small thing of this, it won't affect you. After all, I'm not sinning much like other people. After all, there are people who are doing worse things than you. And you always end up in this deception. In this world, as a believer, it's either you serve the devil or you serve God. You cannot be a believer and you still want to have fun. You still want to enjoy yourself. And you want to enjoy and have fun in the things that are contrary to the will of God. The things are completely opposite to what the Word of God says. You get? Like the Word of God says A to Z, and it says don't do this and that. But there's this deception that makes you feel, that lies to you that you can do this, but in the name of having fun, in the name of enjoying yourself, in the name of making you feel good, and you're going to do away with it. You know what? Who is our accuser? The devil is your accuser. When you are a believer and you're still indulging in sin, when you're a believer and you still have, yes, you pray, But yes, you have other things beside that you don't want any other person to know, that you want to feel good about them. You know what happens? When you pray, the devil, your accuser, goes before God and tells him, do you remember what this girl does? Do you remember what she did at night? Why are you giving her these blessings? Why are you merciful with her or him? And in the secret, she's doing this and that. And that is why we say that the devil doesn't have a friend. And whatever you've been doing with the devil in the secret, he shall expose you in daylight. You can never be a friend of the devil forever, for a long time. There is a time that he will betray you. There is a time that he will tell you, hey, I was not with you. I was not with you, because even he is not omniscient. He doesn't know everything. It will come a time even the devil himself will be judged. He is not all knowing. He is not everywhere. It's only God who has that capacity. And I want to talk to someone who has been sinning in the secret, having the mind that no one is seeing me, no one knows about this. I want to tell you, one day the devil shall announce you, and what you do in the secret, he shall put it to light. And the only aim of the devil is to come, to kill, and to destroy what God has purposed to do in your life and through your life. There is no part-time job with the devil. It's either you're with him or you're out or you're against him. And friends, you'll never hide forever. You'll never hide forever. So it's better you choose whether to be for the devil or whether to be for God. The aim of the devil, the reason is encouraging you to sin, the reason that is telling you you can do this, it won't do much harm, is because he wants to distract you. He wants to distract you from the bigger picture. He wants to distract you from the purpose of God. The greatest joy that you can find is from God. The greatest satisfaction that you can get is from God. Like when I woke up today in the morning, I was feeling hungry, and I wasn't sure whether I'm hungry for food or what kind of hunger I was experiencing. I couldn't tell, because I went and warmed food, and after taking one spoon, I felt, no, I feel I'm hungry for something else other than food. It's either I'm sleepy, no, but I was from sleeping. So I started feeling like, no, I'm not hungry for food. I must be hungry for something bigger than food, for something more than food. And when I started praying for a number of minutes, the more I prayed, the more I felt full. The more I prayed, the more I felt complete. Friends, we lie ourselves. We tend to lie to ourselves that we can get satisfaction from the things of this world. We can get satisfaction from sex. And when we can get satisfaction from gossip, we can get satisfaction from drugs. But what happens, the more we do these things, the more we continue sinning, the more we become hungry. The more we continue sinning, the more we become empty. And I've been meditating, and God has been asking me, what are you hungry for? Because some of us are hungry for sin. Some of us are hungry for the things of this world. And the more we feed ourselves, our spirits, and our flesh with the things of this world, the more we become hungry for the wrong things. How I pray that each one of us understands, have this revelation to be hungry for God and for the things of God and for the things of the kingdom, because it's only God. It's only God who can satisfy you. It's only God who can fill you up till you overflow. It's only God who can fill you, because sometimes the enemy comes and tells us, do this and do that. One day I attended a Catholic mass and the father said, like, girls, you may be in a position where you have a guy who tells you, I want to sleep with you, I want to have sex with you and all that. But when you get pregnant, the same guy who told you how he loves you, how he wants to sleep with you, how he will give you everything, is the same person who will tell you that you're so cheap, you couldn't control yourself, you couldn't withhold yourself, and I can't marry you, and that is why you have a child, and I have nothing to do with you. And that is exactly what the enemy does. He introduced you to a behavior, to a character, and he leaves you there struggling. He leaves you in that addiction with no one to help you. He leaves you in a position where you're helpless and he can't help you. How I pray that we can fix our eyes on Jesus, our help, who never leaves us, who never forsakes us. He's a true God. He is a true God. He is faithful. He is merciful. May the enemy not withhold us. May the enemy not distract us from the will of God. You can't continue laughing with the devil. He can't joke with you for long. And he can't laugh with you for long, because he will laugh with you in that season, in that moment. He will entertain you. But in the next moment, with no time, he's laughing at you. Shalom.